See beta, factor theorem. Suppose we have a polynomial px. Px is some polynomial. Gx is another polynomial. Let it be x minus a. Okay. Let gx divides px. gx जो है वो px को कर रहा है divide. Then what do we say beta? Do we say that gx will be a factor of px if what?
If the remainder is
The
zero.
remainder is 0.
Very good. If remainder is 0. That is what we say. That gx is a factor of px if remainder is 0. Enough. That is, I'm changing the language. That is, gx will be a factor of px if. Can somebody please tell me, by remainder theorem, remainder is given by what? Remainder is
Rx.
Rx.
P of what?
P of
Do we find 0 of gx?
P of G 0. Yes, ma'am.
And what is 0 of gx?
Minus ma'am plus A.
A.
Plus A.
Plus A.
Plus A.
Have I written anything new so far? We have already
No, ma'am.
discussed this. We have already discussed this. That remainders should be 0. And remainder we know by remainder theorem is given by P of A. Okay. Now I am changing the language. What I am doing? Instead of gx, I am writing what? Is that okay? I have not done anything new.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead of x, I have written x minus a. And if you remember, children, we were doing questions like find the value of a. Is x minus 1 is a factor of px? You remember we were doing these questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
These questions, what we were doing? Since x minus 1 is a factor of px, that means remainder is 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Take, and then remainder would be p of 1. This is what we were doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I not giving you this thing only? That x minus a. X minus a means x minus 1 is a factor of px if. Instead of r equal to 0, I'm just writing p of a 0. That is p of 1 0. See better? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
If I say x minus 2 is a factor of px, then p of what will be 0?
Ma'am,
2.
2.
P of 2 is equals to 0.
P of 2 0. Right? And if I say x plus 3 is a factor of px, then p of what will be 0?
Minus 3.
Minus
P
3.
of
Minus
minus
3.
3 is equals to 0.
Yes. And otherwise, if I say that p of minus 3 is equal to 0, will that mean that x plus 3 is a factor?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So it has to be both ways. It has to be both ways.
Yes, ma'am.
That is, if x minus 1 a will be a factor of p of a equal to 0. And if p of a equals 0, then this means x minus a will be a like we were saying, if factor remainder 0, and if remainder 0, it will be a factor. Is that okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.